Welcome back. I guess we're going to start off by shaking off the cobwebs, just jump straight into a battle. Or not. I think we're good guys this time around. We're trying not to kill, so we'll let them flee. But yeah, let's just make sure we know what we're working with. Okay, so we are an air and expander, so it doesn't really matter, but I believe we were moving towards good. Yeah, we showed mercy, we made peace. Yeah, so we're good guys. We're going to keep pushing towards doing good things, and our little army can move up, I guess. I think I said last time I'd like to take this and then summon. I shall have to teach you a lesson you won't soon forget. My armies will drive you back to the swamp. So I guess this is the guy back in the Commonwealth. That is a bit weird. We were just told that they want to exterminate all of their races, and then this dwarf is working with them. Maybe they're told they'll be the exception. Sort of thing does happen. People are told, oh yeah, you're one of the good ones, and then eventually what do you think will happen happens. Now this is interesting. They have an inn here, which means, theory, if I had enough gold, I could just pop in here, buy an army, and then take everything I wanted. Stab, Goresmoke. That's their leader. I could just pop in there and stab him right now. I don't think I should risk it because I'd get flanked by everything in there, but it is a possibility. It's not cheesy to do, but it's a risk that if I did it and failed and then felt upset about it, that would be where the cheese comes in. I'm a big fan of high risk, high reward, but you have to accept the risk if you do that. What could you possibly offer us, priest? Boraditius is showing us the right way to live. He speaks of holy Leoness and how we need to work hard to earn an afterlife. Otherwise we'll fade to nothingness when we die. You have been misled. The Allfather is the only true God. He loves all of his creation equally. You do not need to sacrifice a good life now for a place in the afterlife. The Allfather is at your side wherever you are. That does sound a lot better. Great, we'll join your cause. Wow, that was easy. All it took to convince them, huh? I was thinking, it's hard to come up with an example because people travel so easily now, but take something like a zebra or maybe something better would be like plate tectonics, right? These things that we've seen diagrams of all our lives, we understand how they work, these very simple processes. Like, we have the Earth's mantle, we have the Earth's core, we know what the Earth looks like, right? But the only reason we know is because other people have told us. We have not seen it for ourselves. It's impossible to see for ourselves because no one has. These are actually just the best theories we have about these situations. Or animals, like a zebra, right? Not many people have seen a zebra, but we've seen pictures, we've seen videos, seen drawings, whatever it might be. And if someone were to... And so who are you trusting when you believe in those things? So we're trusting authority figures. We're saying these people have demonstrated their trustworthiness and their methods are sound and therefore we believe them. But that would be what a priest was back in the day, right? You would believe them when they said, oh yeah, well, obviously, look, like, how can you not believe in Zeus? We have all these statues of Zeus, everyone knows what he looks like, everyone knows Zeus when you talk about Zeus. We've got these diagrams of Zeus, we have these stories of Zeus that say what he's done. It would be crazy not to believe in Zeus. And I think that is the mindset you need to understand where the belief in mythology comes from. The thing that I would find strange would be if someone came to me and said, plate tectonics is fake. It's actually this. It's actually like, what was it called? It was called plate shift theory, where basically the entire Earth's outer layer could spin on the surface, or you could have something like the hollow Earth theory, right? Say, well, that seems like extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Now, the claim that plate tectonics is real in the first place is an extraordinary claim. So maybe I'm too accepting of that by default. But if Premagestus came to me and said, actually, everything you know about the afterlife, everything you've been told is wrong, well, okay. If I accept that everything that previous person said was wrong because they were just saying stuff, how do I know you're not just saying stuff? Yeah, I don't know how he convinced him. I'm moving Trismegistus over here to heal them. Very much like to build a trebuchet. Thankfully, dwarves are slow. Where'd they put their leader? Oh, okay. Funny how they do that. They just blow up their own structures. It's strange how close everything is. Like they gave me half the map for free, and then all their stuff is just right there with not much defending it. But so it makes me feel like I should be rushing them down, but on the other hand, I don't want to spread too thin. It's funny how a lot of these strategy games work, where you're sort of at an advantage. Like if you do something like this, you can sort of see under the clouds and take an educated guess about what's over there. And if you listen, you can say, okay, there's probably this over there. Like, it uses all your senses. It's not just a plain cerebral game in the sense of a game like chess or something. It is actually more strategic. We got a couple more butchers. We got a butcher, 2 swarm darters, and a longbowman. golem at the very least. It's not a huge army. Have to be careful. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, sounds like a lot happened. How do I attack? This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Unless they leave me an opening. Just like that. Feels too early to be taking a major city like this. But they're not going to defend it. Let's see how hard this is going to be. Now, I can actually lose my hero. Because he isn't... Because he's the most important guy I have, so I'm allowed to lose him. For some reason. Ah. Well, that's annoying. You know, those kind of spells are so rarely used. I think I'm suspicious the campaign told them to use it. They make attacking a city way harder, but nobody ever uses them. At least I don't see the AI use it that often. I've used a few of them. If you stack like all the spells, you can get some crazy city defenses. Like regenerating walls, and then you make them poisonous, and with other things like that. I'm not going to try to enter the city, I think. I'm going to grab an engineer, and then hijack a drone, and then bust down the walls from the inside. Something like that, I think, will be much better. And my swarm darters don't care about walls. So, yeah, I think just converting these people is going to be the way to go. It's not like I can't take a hit. I've got healers everywhere. He's retreating the guy I want to take over. Just have to take the prospectors to begin with. If I can weaken a machine. I'm gonna save it for the golem just in case. The marauders will do good work against the golem. Now these have noxious vulnerability, so they, let's see, yeah, -2, and yeah, these guys are going to go down to an attack. Super easy. It is a very different feel from class to class. These are much more cautious fights, sort of dancing and picking at the enemy's forces. These butchers up, so they're safe, more or less. Guess I'll slightly weaken those in case it becomes relevant. Not expecting that. Hey, that raises some interesting questions. Now, I do have the resurrect, I have to remember that. Take a little bit of a hit. Really want those engineers. Because... Okay, why can they not hijack a spy drone? What's going on here? Is it because they have a magic origin? Well, that's a bother. I wonder why that is. Have to look into it. Just a bit of space. Okay, I think the plan for the marauders is just going to be to resurrect them at this point. Then my engineers will die as well, though. Don't take out the spy drone, it'll do it. Oh, okay, they live. Good. Also in need of healing. I guess the plan is going to be let them, hopefully get them out of there, but if they die, they die. And then blunderbuss boys, the engineers, they're called. You can do a little thing where you defend, take the hit, and then undefend first. Actually, that would have been a much better play. Prospectors are just waiting for anyone to take them out. There we are. I don't know why they can't hijack the drones. Maybe, oh, wait, do drones have mind control immunity? They have 100% spirit protection. That shouldn't matter. If it does matter... No, I've used hijack before, haven't I? Because otherwise it'd be really silly. Isn't to say that isn't exactly what's going on. Do a little resurrect. Yeah, we can weaken golems. Was there not 2 sets of golems? Where are the others? This gives me access to a unit I don't have as easy access to. Kind of a weird fight. We only lost one guy. Okay, so there is Gustav, Bursum, and another small army, another small... Okay, so none of these armies are very strong. If they were all combined, they'd be a threat. That's an army this guy could probably beat with his spellcasting, but if I lose, it's over. Like, I would risk him in a normal game to go for that fight. Okay. That was what I wanted to avoid. And they got that instantly. They were ready. Do I just go all in? I don't see why not, right? Alright, let's take this city. Come to think of it, it actually makes sense that Nomlik was able to convert that... I was going to heal those guys. It makes sense that Nomlik was able to heal the city instantly, convert the city instantly. He's got conversion, so he just mind controlled them. Wonder who he's going to fireball next. Okay. Well, if he hadn't been defending, he might have died. Now, we've got a little bit of a risk here. This guy, how much damage can he do? 30. Not nothing. Can Firstborn be converted? I'm sure after death they can see the error of their ways. Isn't going great so far. See what they do. Hopefully that didn't kill the martyrs. How many more times can he do that? Okay, he's out. And then they've got a couple fists, maybe. The martyrs are not looking so hot. If I move way over here, I can make them bleed. That's a start. These muskets are overpowered. I just have to do whatever I can to take these golems down. I don't get the luxury of converting them. Maybe I can convert. So you have mind control immunity because you're the main hero. You do not have mind control immunity, but you're dangerous to get near. I can smack you with this. Now you're not dangerous to get near. Start chipping away at him. Okay, the stun wore off. Good. They do not want me having those engineers. Okay, if the retaliate doesn't kill me, this will do a lot of damage. Well, do a lot of damage either way. It seemed like it'd be very nice to the wargs. %. That's the way to do it. You gotta take the odds that don't make sense. So the question is, what does he have left alive? He has got the deep guard alive. Okay, good. Good. That means I'm allowed... I have to kill the firstborn, and then I have to knock down the gates as fast as I can in order to resurrect them. I need this thing out of the way. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, they had their golems left. The deep guard is stunned, that's good. Take out the gate, nice. Firstborn, before anything. Nice, okay. And then... bring you back, and then... start conversion at 4 more turns. That's not happening. And then... we got ourselves a firstborn and a hero. And we only lost, what, a marauder, 2 marauders, and a warg. Nothing I really cared that much about in the first place. No offense to the marauders and the wargs. Doesn't look like this is happening this turn. Oh, you know what I should have done? Doesn't seem to be anyone around. So I'm going to actually move these guys up so I can use them in a fight for once. And sunder. Okay. Go. And they're done their turn. Got a tribute. I need gold, please. I need so much gold. Okay, awesome. You guys want to join with that gold you just gave me? Yeah, okay. Let's grab this city too. Hey, come on guys, think about it. We're all friends here. I'm starting to think 75% actually means 0. Have to see the Age of Wonders 1 if you really want to see odds go wacky. You can have like a single halfling slinger take out a basilisk if it gets lucky. Well, actually, I guess in this game halflings can do the same thing. They do have luck. It's their one little concession to the old way the game worked. Maybe a taste of the afterlife will convince him that we're right. Nothing else seems to. There we go. That'll convert him. I still remember the don't kill goal. The save file is called don't kill them, but sometimes exceptions need to be made for heretics. Like, all life is sacred except for the lives of heretics. We are. Easy fight. Try not kill them all. Not making it easy on me. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Where is this guy? Didn't I kill those? Oh, Right, I need to change the name of that ability to reassemble. But yeah, I forgot they did that. Yeah, so that's the change I made to the golems, which I had totally forgotten about, but they can rebuild themselves. Now the issue here is I don't really have a way of pinning him down, and so if the seduce fails, which based on previous results is likely to, then we have to deal with a warlord, and he's quite strong. So, okay, let's see if we can do this without losing either of my irreplaceable heroes. Okay, so if it's below 50% chance, it's a guarantee. If it's above 50% chance, no hope of it ever working. Got it. At least that's the takeaway I'm getting here. Yeah, so we're going to go for the rush back, right? That's the plan. Okay. It means the less units that I sacrifice here, the better. Okay, so you know how in one of the previous episodes I was talking about how building icons for the abilities in the game could be one of my punishments? I said that's my least favorite thing by far to do in modding in this game. So I thought in some off time I would add an icon to the game. I'm doing an easy one, not one of the ones with the fancy transparent backgrounds or anything. Just, take it easy on myself and make a very simple load living ammo icon. Yeah, there's a reason I don't like doing this. I have no idea how to fix this, but there you have it. And yeah, I added a new thing to the game. You can load living ammo now, which I think is pretty cool. So for instance, if this goblin was standing right here, I could load him in, and then he would be able to launch himself. However, as much as I really want to show it off, it's not useful right now, and doing a ton of damage would be. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to use it just yet. Now, goblins, you saw they cost 1 gold. They're very weak. Losing them, you lose a turn of building, which is annoying, but you're not losing. Okay, let's try it out. So, okay, I need to get rid of that special effect, obviously. But now, they should be able to either hell dive or launch. And now they can't move. So I think that is much more balanced, and it makes way more sense than just launching anyone that's standing nearby it. So that's the change I made to them. And here is my beautiful launch icon, which shows the little thing flying, which is also off-center for some reason. And you'll see it has a chance to be dazed, a chance to be stunned, and then it's almost guaranteed to be displaced, which means they will appear in a random area, one off from where you aim. They can also appear on the space where you actually did aim. And they damage themselves. Now, goblins are so fragile that actually that's a terrible idea to use that ability. Helldive, on the other hand. Okay, so Helldive is not based on the game Helldivers, but it is based on the ability from Warhammer. It allows you to, use them as a kamikaze troop, basically. But the huge advantage in Warhammer is that you don't need line of sight. You automatically hit. You never miss. So I need to get rid of the line of sight penalty on it, obviously, and it's doing less damage than a normal boulder would, because it just does, I think it's 15 damage plus the damage of the unit. Yeah, 24. Yeah, 15 plus the damage of the unit. So for something as weak as a goblin, that isn't very good. Go, 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 go. I can easily defend the city, I think, but I don't know if I can safely attack these guys. If they have to charge the trebuchet, I can just take them out. But otherwise, firstborn are pretty tough. And I don't think I can chase down a firstborn with my trebuchet. I guess and I can capture the firstborn with this army, so I still want to go after them.
Okay, so we've got these guys coming in here. No mana. Crusaders on the way. Exalted Martyrs on the way, and then Evangelists, hopefully. And we've got a nice big army to go into the tunnel. I'd like to send someone to that tunnel as well. Yeah, eventually. If I could put a troop in here to buy me a massive army to take out the tunnel now that I have gold, that would be nice. Yeah, send a troop in there. Hopefully I'll be able to remember all that for tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for bearing with me, and I'll see you next time. Take care.